Even with you saying that it's not about you, I feel like sometimes even like when you walk into new doors, new atmospheres, you as I'm doing this, like transitioning and everything like that, I'm realizing that none of this is about me. I'm realizing that. Like sometimes there's an open door for you to walk in. It's just for you to walk in. But you realize as you're walking through it that this is not about you. This is about other people. This is about other people. And I think we go into situations thinking that it's always about us. We always have we are unknowingly selfish. We are unknowingly self-centered.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong to care for self. There's
Right.
nothing wrong with that. But I think that if we just go into situations, like you said, have an open mind to like, okay, it's just like we're having a conversation. The conversation is not just about you. It's about me too, just us collectively or people as a whole, people that are going to be watching, is it going to be about them too? So it's like, wow, like, okay, I realize that, this is not about me. This is really, really not about me. But you know what? This is probably a challenge too. Sometimes I think how I used to think. I used to be like, man, like, I don't like that that's not about me. Because I feel like if I'm transitioning, I'm changing and transforming into this new me, well, whoever this new me is, wouldn't this be about me? Am I not supposed to take care of me? Why is that for other people? Why do I have to reach people if this is about me? I'm the one that did all the work. I'm the one that sacrificed. I'm the one that threw in all my coins up. So why is this not necessarily about me?
That's an understandable question. That's a very understandable question. But your growth, your transition was really for the betterment of those that have ears to hear. Like you had the strength, you had the audacity and courage to say, you know what, I'm gonna forego what I have here in corporate America, and I'm gonna pursue my passion. Your passion just so happens to be something that can help the masses.
Yeah.
So that's how come it's about you to a certain extent.
Yeah.
To a certain extent, of course. I mean, 'cause you in a movie, but you creating a message. You creating a space for so many to be able to glean from. So that's why even though you're in it, it's not about you. It's just like, like the military, for example. If we think about, traditional military, like you go to the army and, this soldier must do his job.
Yeah.
Because the soldier to his right and the soldier to his left, if we think about the movie 300, just for an analogy, you remember the movie 300?
Yep.
And he asked the Gremlin dude, he was like, lift up your shield. And he was struggling, he couldn't do it. And that's when he told him, he was like, we need you to be able to lift up your shield so you could protect each soldier on each side of you. If you can't, you compromise everyone.
Right.
As an individual, you will compromise everyone. But if you as an individual can keep your shield up, you help everyone. So that's how come like your mission is like your ability to reach is that as important as being able to hold up your shield.
I think too, Gerald, that like just in a new space sometimes, transitioning into a new space, we've programmed ourselves to think that we have to unlearn behaviors. Not every behavior has to be unlearned. There's going to be some things, of course, because a lot of times, there's things that you have to leave if you're going to walk into a new space or whatever. But I think that it's just that sometimes the fear of like, man, I will no longer be doing this, or I'll no longer know how to do that, or man, I just learned this. Why do I have to stop this to get into that? And it's like, it's not, the goal was not to unlearn all these behaviors, because there's something like we talked about earlier, nothing was wasted. I mean, the project management, the data, all these things has to be put into play still in this space. It's just in a different way and probably a more dynamic way, a
Yes.
way that I'm not used to.
Yeah.
And I think that we have to be okay, and I'm talking to myself as well, to accept that not all behaviors need to be unlearned. It's okay if you know this thing. You can take that with you. And then you'll know if you just go what will serve you here and what won't serve you there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, like what they say, they talk about a jack of all trades. They give it a negative connotation,
And a
say it's
master
the
of none.
master of none,
Mhm.
but often better than the master of one.
Mm.
You know, so all those gifts, all those skills that you've acquired, you know, over whatever it is, your journeyman days, corporate American days, take that knowledge with you. Like, I mean, as I said, I was raised by different family members, and I really just started reflecting on my relationships and what it was like living. What was it like when I lived with my great grandparents?
Mhm.
I remember that time. What was it like when I lived with this uncle, that uncle?
Mhm.
So now when I interact with people, because and you see similarities in
Yeah.
people,
Facts.
you know. So I'm taking that knowledge, you know, as a salesperson, you know, when I'm giving my presentation, you know, I'm looking at body language. I'm calculating like, okay, you know what, the last time someone kind of did like this, or I cut them off before they finished their sentence, they was
Mhm.
turned off and the sale was voided. It didn't happen.
Mhm.
So it's important to take all of your knowledge that you have. I mean, you know what I'm saying, load up your arrows so that way you can pull them out when necessary. So like, no, nothing is wasted unless you choose to throw it by the wayside. Because if you think on it
True.
enough, it relates to something that you're doing and it can be useful. You just may have to creatively, just like you said, this is more dynamic than what you did in corporate America.
Right.
The same thing, you just have to figure out how to apply it.
I think even now, like just thinking about like in the past and like now, because you know when you're in the previous room that you in, it's smooth, it's nice, everything is working. You got the bonuses, you got this, and everything is going well. You feel the need. What's the saying? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You don't feel the need to think that you need anything. You need to create anything new because it works. It works.